So Tableau's geographic analysis with built-in dimensions that have geographic globes on them, custom latitude and longitude analysis, it's very, very powerful, but we can even go a step further using something called a custom shapefile. Let's just do a quick internet peek at some of the options for that. Shapefiles created by different geographic information systems, often available from municipalities, counties, states, the United States Census Bureau. That's where I downloaded a data set a couple of minutes ago, and let's go back and make some sense with Tableau with it. If I have a spatial file or a shape file, spatial file is the connection method I'm going to use here from my Connect screen. It's looking in particular for an SHP file extension. I find that here in some other shape files in a folder that I downloaded. I'll connect to that data source. I'm going to my data screen like I would for any other data source, and I can see the shapefile contains other dimensions and measures I can use besides a geometry measure that does some geographic analysis. So let's take a look at what our options are with this shapefile. We typically start with a shapefile's geometry measure. Has the little globe icon on it in the measures box. That goes on detail on the marks card, and now whatever custom geographic shapes, polygons, colors are in the shapefile is actually mapped by Tableau. Let's make use of another dimension in the shapefile called name. I'm going to drop that on label, and it labels each of the shapes with their particular name. Looks like state name. I'm going to elastic box just the contiguous 48 and keep that only to do a filter. Let's use another one of the measures in the shapefile to analyze land area in each state by dropping that measure on color. Now I see different shades of color based on land mass in the state. So right away I've got a custom visualization geographic based on the custom shapefile I downloaded. But let's go a step further. I'm going back to my data source tab, and I'm going to do something called a cross-database join. I'm going to add my own data source as an Excel spreadsheet that has some sales data in it. In particular, I want the orders sheet from that Excel spreadsheet to join to my shapefile on a common field. Name in my shapefile has the state name in it. I'm going to join that to state in my Excel sheet, and now I can see down here again in my data a combined set of data from both the shapefile and Excel. And when I go back to the sheet, I see dimensions and measures from both data sources in the data pane, tied together using a cross-database join. So while I already have state names and land mass depicted on the map from the shapefile, I'm going to take my customer ID, Option drag it to label on my marks card to do an aggregate. Let's do a distinct count of customer ID, and now tied in with the amount of land in each state, I have the number of customers that I sell to in each state for some correlative analysis. Hugely powerful, custom shape files tied to my own data source for combined analysis. Very, very powerful feature of Tableau. Put it to use. Hands-on exercise number 3. You have a shapefile and another data source to join them together. This is about a 45-minute exercise. Get started.